everybody. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching a trick that I created. It's kind of this slack double GT trick, so here's what it looks like. Before I start this trick, if you guys have any names that you can come up with for this trick, I'd really appreciate it. You can leave that in the comments below. So to start, we're just going to want to have neutral string tension. That'll just help us with the slack portion of the trick. And first thing, we're just going to want to throw a trapeze. Okay, so once we're in this trapeze, what we're going to do is we're going to take our non-throw hand and actually insert it into this loop. So you see this loop that's going around our index finger. We're going to take it and insert all of our fingers in and kind of spread it apart just like that. So once again, we're throwing a trapeze, and this loop right here, we're just going to put all of our fingers inside just like that and open it up. And then once we did that, what we're going to do is take our throw hand and come over and grab these two strings just like that, just like this. So we're coming over, we're grabbing, and we're curling in just like that, just while keeping this. We're going to bring this non-throw hand down just like that, and we're going to swing the yo onto this string right here, just like that. So once again, throw a trapeze, put your whole hand inside of that loop, take your throw hand, grab these strings just like this. We can 1, 2, 3, grab all of these strings just like that, curl in, and then we're gonna simply swing the yo-yo just like this onto this bottom string right here, just like that. So we put our hand in, we pinched here, and we swung the yo-yo just like this, and then we're just gonna let go of this top string just like that. Just letting go just like that. And you notice that my throw hand is actually pointing up. So this is something that is important for the slack portion of the trick. So if it's not, you just want to look at how you're doing this pinch and everything. When we're doing the pinch, you want your palm facing towards your body just like that, so that when you let go, your palm should be facing upwards. So once you've gotten all this and you're landed in this mount just like this, ready for the slack portion. So what we're going to do is we're going to pinch this string right here, the string going over our index finger with our thumb. We're going to pinch it just like that. And then we're going to release with our non-throw hand. We're going to release all these strings off of our non-throw hand just like that. And as we release those strings, we're going to take our throw hand and flip it upside down just like that. And that'll cause the slack to come around. So just like this. See, the slack's going to come around. So as the slack come around, what we want to do is we want to intercept the slack with our non-throw hand index finger just like that. So we're in this mount here, we're going to pinch this string coming over our index finger just like that, and then we're going to take this hand and flip it over just like this. So if I was showing you without it in the mount, it would just be like that. We're flipping your hand over and bringing the slack around as you let go off your non-throw hand. So just like this. Let go on this non-throw hand and let this slack swing around by turning this hand over, and then just insert your non-throw hand index finger back into that loop. And that can be really the hardest part, getting your finger right back in there. But if you notice, if you're doing the whip right, it shouldn't actually be as difficult as you may think to just get your finger right back into that loop. So I'll do this quick slow-mo for you guys. So once you've done that, what we're going to do is simply swing over our throw hand just like that. So we're swinging over to the right of our throw hand, and that'll leave us in a mount just like this. And from here, we're going to actually swing over onto this front string. You see there's two strings here? We're actually going to curl these three fingers in, and that'll just help separate these two strings. And you see we kind of have this V. So we have this front string and this back string that's closer to us. We're going to want to swing the yo over and land on the string that's farthest away from us. And then once we land, we're going to take that index finger out, and it'll leave us in this green triangle. When you can pop out the back. So again, we swing over, and then we're swinging onto this string. So this non-throw hand index finger is going into this string, and the yo-yo is swinging over it just like that. So the yo-yo is swinging over your index finger, not onto this back string like that. That would be wrong, and that wouldn't get you into the right mount. We want to swing only over this front string right here. So we're swinging just like that, and then take your index finger out and you'll be left just like this. So once you get here into this mount, what you want to do is pop the yo-yo out the back, and actually, instead of just letting it hang down there, we want to actually land it onto that front string. So when we do that, we actually want to do it in one motion, so pop it up and onto that string just like that. Now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take these 3 fingers right here, and we're going to insert them into this loop that's around our throw hand index finger, just like that, okay? So there's this loop that's right around our throw hand index finger, and we're just gonna take these 3 fingers and put them in just like that, and then we're gonna curl, allowing that front string to drop off. So that's a little bit confusing, so I'll go over that again. So through here, pop up, we're gonna insert these 3 fingers and then curl them in, so that, and then as we curl it in, this top string is gonna fall off just like that, and it's gonna curl in. So once again, we're here in this configuration, and we're just curling those fingers in. And that'll naturally happen if you just take these fingers and curl them in towards yourself, just like that, making a fist now. So once we've curled those fingers in, we'll be ready for the next step, just like this. So we're set up, and what we're gonna do is actually just pass the yo-yo onto this string right here. So we're just taking this non-throw hand and really just going under the yo-yo, kind of like a barrel roll, just like that. So we're here, just passing the yo-yo right there. And really all that's happening is this non-throw hand is going under the yo-yo. So we're here, curled in, we hit that string once, we go roll over. And then what we're gonna do is we're actually going to swing the yo-yo behind these 2 strings, just like this. So we're swinging behind the strings. Okay, so we swung into once, and then actually we're gonna swing behind the strings. And this can be a little bit tricky. You might just continue to hit these 2 strings right here. But when we're swinging the yo-yo, we actually just wanna keep in mind that we're actually trying to swing it over our hand just right here. And that'll actually help you, give you kind of a target, and that'll help you not keep hitting these strings. So just target to swing over your hand instead of swinging behind the strings. And then I want to take our non-throw hand and just curl it in to let those strings release. And then this part is another slack portion. Right here, we're pinching so that the slack is created, and we don't want to let it go because then the slack goes away. So as we do that as well, as we swing around, as we swing over our hand, we're curling that finger in and we're pinching here so that that slack stays there. So we want to make sure that as we go, we are pinching in just like that, keeping it as it was before. And then what we're gonna do is, this is kind of a motion that looks just like this. And that can be kind of difficult. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys, and you guys can kind of learn it in steps. So we're here, we have this right here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna undermount the yo-yo just like that. And then we're gonna take this slack and we're gonna whip it over, and this string right here is gonna go into the gap of the yo-yo. So I'll show you that again. We are swing over, and then we're just going on to an undermount. And actually we want this string right here to go over. We don't want it to be right there, we want it to go over. And we're gonna take this throw hand and swing the slack around. And really all we're doing there is moving this hand from here to here. That's really all that's happening. And we wanna have an overhand whip here. You see how my hand is now facing down and my palm's actually facing to the side of me. And then we're gonna take this string that's closest to us and just get it into the gap of the yo-yo just like that. So you guys can practice doing that in those steps by just going onto an undermount, letting that string go not here, but here, and then swing over. So this slack is going to go from here, and we're gonna swing it over just like that and mount it onto the back of the yo-yo just like that. As you get better with this whipping motion, you're going to want to kind of make it into one motion just like that, and that'll just make the trick look a lot nicer and a lot smoother. So to really get that nice and smooth, you really just need to do both of those things at the same time. And this could take a while. This took me a while to, really get down of that whipping and the undermount at the same time. It can be a little tricky, but if you guys keep at it, you'll be able to get it. So once we've whipped, just like this, and we'll be right here. This hand's gonna come back just like that. What we're gonna do is let this string go on our non-throw hand just like that. And as we let it go, we're gonna underpass on the yo-yo just like that. So once we're back in this mount, what we're going to want to do is just let go of this the string on our non-throw hand, and as we do that, we're going to want to underpass at the same time. Just like the step before, you can break this down by just dropping it and then taking this string right here and just underpassing the yo-yo just like that. So we're just bringing this hand under the yo-yo. But as I said, just like the other whip, as you get better with it, you're going to want to do it in one fluid motion just to kind of keep the momentum of the trick going, and that'll make it look much better. Okay, so from here, this can be a little bit confusing, but what we're going to do is take this hand, so our fingers are curled in just like this. I'm going to take our throw hand and move it and point our fingers out just like that. So our fingers are pointing towards ourselves, now they're pointing out. Now we need to just insert our thumb on this string that's wrapped around our index finger just like that. So we're just going from curled in to curled out and inserting our thumb just like that. From here, we're going to want to do kind of a similar motion to the dismount for a wrist mount, but instead of doing the wrist mount, dismount, and swing behind, in this trick, we're actually going to want to swing in front. So we're here, and you swing in front just like that. So I'll show you that again. So from here, what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to underpass just like that. So to break that down a little more, what's happening is we're going to actually want to take our throw hand and kind of angle it in just like this. So it's facing straight, and we're just going to angle it in just like that. And all that's happening is this non-throw hand, index finger is going and pushing up against this string right here. So you see the farthest string from you is the one that you're going to want to underpass onto. And that's really where you want to be, and the formation looks just like this. So just one more time, if you're confused at all, we're curling this finger in, or this hand, our throw hand in, and we're gonna, the string that is farthest away from us, we're going to take it and underpass the yo-yo just like that. Okay, so now we're here, we're gonna pop the yo-yo up just like this, pop it up and land inside of this triangle that we've created and land on this string right there, just like that. So we're here, we're popping the yo-yo up and onto that string just like that, and then we're gonna take all of the strings off of our non-throw hand. It will be left in a wrist mount. Okay, so now we're left into a double or nothing, and we're on the last step of the trick. So from here, we're just going to want to underpass as you normally would in a wrist mount, and you're going to want to actually swing over, and it's going to look just like that. And really what's happening here is that you're taking your non-throw hand index finger and curling it in and then underpassing on that string. So it's a little bit different, and it can be a little bit confusing. So let me show you again. We're here, and then we're curling in, and then we're underpassing the yo-yo just like that. So this throw hand is just going to go under the yo-yo onto that string just like that. And in one motion, it'll look like that. And then we're just going to swing back off just like this. And we're going to actually want to keep this index finger on this string, and we're going to curl it in and back out. So once again, we're going here, we're curling, underpassing, going back off over our non-throw hand, just like that. And then we're going to take that, curl it in, pull it out, just like that. Okay, so now we're here. We've curled in the finger, underpassed, back out, curl again, and then just like that will be left right here. So from there, all we're going to do is swing the yo-yo up onto this top string from the back, just like that. So we don't want to swing from the front. We want to swing from the back towards ourselves onto that string, just like that. And then this is the last step right here. So that's what it's going to look like, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So once we've swung there, now we're ready to do it. So what's going to happen here is we're going to swing the yo-yo over, and we're going to let go with this string on our non-throw hand. We're going to swing it over our throw hand, just like that. As we swing the yo-yo over our throw hand, we're taking this string right here. So we have this string that is going over our throw hand, and we're taking that and we're grabbing it just like that, and that'll be like that'll leave us in a double green triangle. Okay, so I'll show you that again because that can be pretty difficult, right? So we're going here, And then we're swinging over as we let go. So you can just practice doing that, right? You can practice swinging over and letting go of the string. And then as you get good with that, we can just grab this string just like that. And something that you need to keep in mind as you're doing that is that you want to actually have the string go under the yo-yo. So as we're doing it, we need to grab it, because if we wait too long and now we grab it, it's not going to land into a double green triangle. So we need to grab it right as it's going over our hand. So right there. And so some mistakes that you could be making is that you could be landing it just like that. And what you need to do, you need to make sure that as you grab this string, you're actually having the string go behind the yo-yo, not in front and actually landing onto the string. So this all sounds very confusing right now, but I promise I'll make it make sense. So we're swinging over and we're just grabbing the string, and we want to have it behind the yo-yo. So I'm going to slow this down for you guys. But if we have it in line with the yo-yo as we grab the string and we land the yo-yo there, it's just not going to work. It's not the right mount, and it's going to mess up the trick. Okay, so when we do it, the correct way to do it is to grab the string and pull it behind the yo-yo just like that, so that it actually lands into this mount. And I'll slow it down for you guys so you can see it a little bit better. Once we've landed into our double green triangle, we're going to want to take our index finger, our third hand index finger, and insert it into this top loop, and then just pop out the back just like that. Then we're going to pop onto that string and pop out the front. So let me show you that one more time. So we land into our double or nothing, and we're popping out the back of this small loop down here just like that. Pop out the back, pop onto this string, get into a green triangle, pop out the front, and then you can bind.